Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers. Welcome to your 5-card draw. What do I need read for this new moon in Sagittarius to full moon in Gemini, November into December 2022. I am your reader, fellow Virgo Sun sign, Mark Angelo Lyons, Mal for short, M-A-L, they're my initials. Professional witch, professional intuitive, president of During the Circle Productions since 1998, 24 and a half years of service at the time of this recording, author of Words of Grace from a Professional Witch. There's a Kindle version. It's available on Kindle with a link in the description box. You can preview it for free and see some of what I learned, not just in that 24 and a half years. I started my career in magic, miracles, and mysticism in the 80s, ladies and gents. Yeah, I'm Generation X, no big shock there. So go check it out. I think you'll dig it. And another thing that I am is a creator on Patreon. Yesterday was our 1-year anniversary on Patreon. Added some new subscription levels, tiers on there. A lovely members-only subscription platform for the creative types out there. Mystical artist, Virgo servant that I am. I live stream every morning with all of my levels of subscribers having access to the unlisted YouTube live streams, talking about the day's magical applications and spiritual implications of the day's astrological weather, always ending with a little prayer, a little blessing, sending us off on our way. It's my favorite part of the day, and I love it. Tons! All of my subscribers also have access to the extended readings. Yeah, all of them do. Part 1 on YouTube. There's part 2 on Vimeo on demand. I love it when people pay-per-view. That's lovely. But for the price of one pay-per-view, you could get all of the extended readings once a month. Pay once a month. Pay the subscription and get all of those past, present, and into the future. And we've also been dipping toes and a little bit deeper into some recorded Zoom events over there. We record them, so if the patrons can't make it, they can watch it back. We've done classes, we've done workshops, we've done tarot parties, and I think there's a drunk tarot party coming up for the holidays, don't you? So if you want the deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, seriously, I just updated the whole thing. Go look. It's amazing. I love it so much. Come Patreon. On Patreon with the Archangel of Lyons, Mark Angelo Lyons. You can just call me Mal. I'm in such a good mood. Please forgive me. I'm sorry I'm in a good mood. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Virgo power. No, I'm on a creative high right now. And Thanksgiving is around the corner and the gratitude has already begun. So let's get down to biz, shall we? If you are new to the channel, 5-card draw, 1 card from 5 different decks, getting you clues, tips, and hints about a specific astrological timeline of waxing. Plan it at new, harvest at full, a 2-week period. These 5 cards also represent the 5 magical elements: fire, earth, air, water, and spirit, in that order, to help you align your intentional work, your spell work, your manifestational process, your law of attraction who's-what's. Go stare at a vision board. This will help. And they've also been called spell kit readings, which I love. I love that. I don't know who said it to me, but I was like, it is. It's got, if you're a witch or magically inclined, you get these 5 elements into order, into alignment. You can do some amazing things. So let's look at the timeline you might be doing this on. We are looking at the new moon in Sagittarius, Wednesday, November 23rd, 5:57 p.m. Eastern. I'm in New York. And on that very same day, Jupiter goes direct in Pisces. And let's just look at this. Mutable fire, Sagittarius, moon on a Wednesday, day of Mercury. Changeable air, really, Gemini and Virgo. Hello, right? That could be a big day for us, considering Virgos, that the moon, Jupiter, the expander, the great beneficent, is in our opposite sign. So this could be a big one for us. We're making our dreams come true, is just a sense that I'm getting, and I will be casting for that. And then in that 2-week period, not only do we have Jupiter going direct, we have Neptune going direct. I didn't write down what sign it's in. I got to write that in there. Itty bitty teeny tiny type, or I'll draw the symbol. And that's on December 3rd. So nothing going retrograde, things going direct. That could be really good. And they're outer planets, so they're more generational, like all of society kind of stuff, not the personal. Excuse me. And that brings us to the full moon in Gemini on Wednesday, December 7th. So it's 2 weeks, Wednesday to Wednesday. 11:08 p.m. Sorry, 7. No, 11:08 p.m. Yeah, so I'll be doing my magic before that, probably crossing over half hour each. And a full moon in Gemini is a lot of cool things can happen. A lot of thought, a lot of good stuff could happen depending on what goes on at that new moon. And that's what these 5 card draws are for, to help you align all that. So it's a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Standard YouTube reading rules apply. Because your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign, there might be 4 different seeds you want to plant, right? Or maybe there's one main seed that you want to plant, and your sun, moon, rising, Venus sign can give you some clues, tips, and hints about that. But here's the most important part, especially for the cross watchers. If you apply this to your energy field, in whatever way, shape, or form you do this, you are moving towards the manifestation, the waxing, the building, the creating, the manifesting, right? Whatever hits the table, but you're also helping the one you are cross-watching for do that, as well as for the whole Virgo collective. So talk about a service. Virgos are the servants of the zodiac, but don't get it twisted. A servant has a choice. Ready? Both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will, and I will do the best that I can to get you the guidance, grace, love, wisdom, and power, clues, tips, and hints from the divine to help you manifest your heart's desire, your element of fire, which is part of your divine plan, your sacred contracts, and is shifting this entire world to a better place, a more heaven on earth, or as I like to call it, permanent paradise, planet Earth kind of place. Please take a nice deep breath. And what, you think I'm not fulfilling my life purpose right now? Those work, career, vocation reads I just did were a doozy. Still point. From inspiration to divination. Let's do this. Using the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish for the element of fire, I call upon the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism for the Virgo collective, sun, moon, rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading, beloved ones. What is the spell fragment? The clue, the tip, the hint to refine our element of fire, what we yearn for, what we burn for, our heart's desire, the what and the why of it all, deep down inside, to plant the seed and make it, help it harvest all the way this beautiful new to full. November, December 2022. Inspiration. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I don't think we've had this one a whole lot, although there are some Egyptian gods on the card. You can't see that. Oh, well, whatever. Cope. Cope. Our spell fragment. Oh, the last one, Leo had Bridget. Now this one's got Isis. Okay. Oh, mighty Isis, 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 Isis. I just made a bunch of Gen Xers laugh. Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me. Wait a minute. Isis, goddess of magic, I ask of thee to bring your inspiration to me. That is a meter nightmare. I would rewrite that. Maybe I will. But Isis, come on. Mother of Horus, right? Wife of Osiris. A long story. There's an Aku involved, and I don't mean Samurai Jack, although that would be interesting. Inspiration is the key, because you either listen to your spirit or you listen to your ego, right? Inspiration is a thing. Oh my God, it is the core of the work that I do. I don't want to rely upon my memories and what I know. I want to go above that. So, Isis, goddess of magic, I ask thee to bring your inspiration to me, and I am going to get inspiration to reword that when I actually do the spell. So, now, is that our heart's desire, inspiration? Probably not. I mean, maybe it is. If you're an artist, yeah, that can be your heart's desire, but, you know, a means to an end. But it can say that whatever your heart's desire is, and we've got 4 more cards to hit the table, mind you, that the inspiration is needed. It's a what do I need read, yeah? All right, and it's green, earth color. I'm into it. Let's go to our element, the element of earth, using the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. If you have the card indicated for the element of earth, Right, if you have the stone indicated on the card, did I say that right? I don't remember. And you want to use it as a touchstone, a talisman, an amulet, a magical carrier, a gratitude stone, whatever, so that you can do the mantra, which is the last card down, and do the spell, and call on the angels, and all that jazz. But if you don't have the stone, clear quartz does everything. I say it every time I do this, because it's true. Clear quartz does everything. Really easy to find. Grab a handful of sand and you got quartz. But certainly you can use anything, a piece of jewelry, a rock from outside. If it aligns with intention, no matter what the books or the websites say, it's got a match for the earth sign, yeah? So let's do this. Breathe. Still point. As I call upon my beloved Archangel Ariel, one of the archangels of the north powers of earth, hence the crystal oracle, beloved Archangel of Lyons, Lion of God, Ariel, please one card in clarity for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading for the element of earth, the fuel to feed the fire and ground and manifest their heart's desire that calls for inspiration. At the core of it, this beautiful, beautiful November, December 2022. Oh, dear Lady Beryl. Oh, Beryl, it was such a pleasure. Oh, the pince-nez came over yesterday. They're so myopic. It's my new Edwardian era really bad dad joke. Oh, Beryl. Actually, I have Alexandrite, which is a member of the Beryl family. That's fine. I don't need to go out and buy a barrel. Roll out the barrel. Please, people, I'm trying to get these done, so I have a few days off before Thanksgiving, so I'm having a good time, and I hope you are too. Hit the like button if you are. All right, barrel. Oh, resolution. Our keywords are resolution, stress reduction, and potential new possibilities. Okay. Where's my Alexandrite? Oh, on Aphrodite. Yeah, Aphrodite's sweet and flighty, runs around in that see-through nightie, and we'll put her on the middle finger because that's where she likes it. Resolution, stress reduction, potential new possibilities, which is a lot of p-p-p's for one phrase. An ongoing problem or dilemma will soon be resolved in an unexpected way. Look, I have Leo rising, and the Leo reading said essentially the same thing. Different stone, though. As a consequence, your stress levels and anxieties will decrease. Because all the prayer and the meditation and the Wim Hof and the Ho'oponopono is really chunking away at it. I'm serious. Through this, exciting new pathways open for you, and you discover new possibilities for your life. As this current situation is resolved, you will simultaneously and subconsciously let go of a past regret or guilt that has only served to sabotage the creative possibilities that have been available for you for quite some time. That's a long run-on sentence. It is time for you to shine. Okay. Okay. Please, as long as I have a matte face while I'm doing it, rather than shiny, little elf finishing powder if you're following me, my Virgs. Open your heart and you will see the unlimited potential that resides within you. I'm into it. Beryl. Oh, and this has been happening a lot. The colors match, like almost, I'd say pretty exactly. There's gradation on this side more than this side, but yeah, that's been happening a lot. It's been happening quite a lot. Who got Harvest? I forget who got Harvest. I think that was the Cancer read got Harvest. Yeah, did that too with the Browns. All right, so inspiration with Beryl, but Beryl is talking about resolution. I love that word. Stress reduction and potential new possibilities. Dig it. I love it. All right. But yeah, you want that to be inspired, right? Let the inspiration guide you to it rather than trying to figure it out with the mind, right? Which it's a bit of a shortcut, particularly with stress reduction, right? All right, element of air. Though we are earth signs, we are ruled by Mercury. Air planet, the messenger, Hermes. Mercury, Hermes, Eleguathoth. So the element of air is kind of key because we can overthink, huh? Hit the thumbs up if you overthink. So there are two ways to do this. The element of air of the mind, the healing with the Angels Oracle. One is whatever the word is. Look it up. I'm not kidding. Look for the original meanings of words. Sometimes that is the little detail that makes a general 5-card read specific. And it's done it a bunch of times for me. In other ways, too. The other thing is, you know, they're healing angels. You call upon them. They only come when called, right? They know exactly what to do. And so rather than calling upon the entire company of the angelic celestial realms of heaven, you get to call on a specific legion for the element of air, because fire can't be without air. And if we're talking inspiration, how much of that is idea-based? Yeah? Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. This has a different feel. Okay. As I call upon the angels and archangels of earth, the sign of Virgo, powers of the north, please, the legions of Archangel Ariel, Archangel Uriel, or Archangel Oriel, all of those earth angels. Can you hear me? Earth angel, won't you be mine? Please and please, what is the healing oracle from the Healing with the Angels oracle for the element of air? I guess that's it. To help us, the element of air to stoke the fire, the inspiration of the heart's desire with that barrel, with that resolution, stress reduction, and potential possibilities this new to fall. Beautiful new to full November 2022 manifestation. And is there? Sure enough, it's that same green, not the border of the card, but the angel itself, though wearing purple, is like sitting on a green sort of cliff. Manifestation. What would the healing angels of manifestation do? What would their function be? This is new for this series. I know what a plumber does. I know what a doctor does. I know what a dentist does, what their function is. I don't know how they do it, but I know that, you know, what they do. Well, what would the healing angels of manifestation? Sure, manifest healing in your life. That's obvious. But what about heal your process of manifestation, or heal you with stress reduction, right? So that you can manifest this stuff. I'm into it. I've got a barrel. Well, Alexandrite, but there isn't an Alexandrite card, but it is the family of beryl. That's a Virgo for you. Give me the deets. So love that for us. The healing angels of manifestation. Inspiration to manifestation is the process of taking it from the 8th chakra all the way down into the root chakra and into the Earth's electromagnetic field. However, you can also have a mental manifestation, an emotional manifestation, and a spiritual manifestation, though if you don't have the training for that, that could be a little wiggity whack. It can be. You gotta prepare yourself for that. Trust me. Trust me, I'm a witch. I've seen what people consider supernatural is one thing, but paranormal is highly subjective. Let's get the element of water on the table, shall we, with the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield. Loving her Whispers of Lord Ganesh in the extended readings, and they show up in the 8-card draws. I adore them. So, oh yeah, we did them in the work, career, vocation reads this time around. Yeah. The element of water, the heart stuff. Love is divine power, says Carolyn Mace. It's the sacred truth of the heart chakra, so to put your heart into it. Otherwise, you don't want a dry spell. I said it for the first time on Leo. It's like, it means I entendre us. I'm not sorry about it. Right? You don't want the power of 3 will set us free. I mean, I love Charmed, please. I know many of those spells by heart and tweak them as needed. But, you know, now in the first season, I was like, girls! Kick it up a notch. So let's see what the element of water is in this. Please take a nice deep breath. I'm having fun. I'm having a good week. Just forgive me. Still point. As I call to the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, what is the whisper of love for the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers watching this video, receiving this reading in their 5-card draw? What do they need read for this beautiful November to December 2022? The element of water to juice up this spell with that inspiration, because usually inspiration has a sort of an emotional component like excitement or joy or abject terror, depending on what you're inspired to do, with grounding it with that barrel, with that stress reduction, right? Clearing those possibilities, those probabilities through resolution, which is really important on planet Earth right now, amongst nations, amongst seems everyone everywhere. So to call on the healing angels of manifestation without for the element of air, it does make sense. We're going to manifest a resolution, an inspired resolution here. We do that in our lives. That's going to show up more in the outside world. So please, what is the element of water? The piece of information, inspiration, insight needed for the Virgo Collective and Crosswatchers this beautiful, beautiful November, December 2022. Practice compassion, and it is a practice. It's a journey. You know, Buddhism, you know, I love the Dalai Lama. I do. I'm afraid to meet him because I'm afraid I'm going to pinch his cheeks and I get carried away by security. I don't want to do that. Practice compassion. See things from a different perspective. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean seeing from other people's perspective, but I will do this. I've been doing this a lot. I could have been a puppeteer. I'm just saying that to prepare you. On this side is the ego. Right? It has its own perspective. Do it to them before they do it to you. More and more. All 7 deadly sins just nice and tightly wrapped, ready to explode. On this side is the soul. Hey man, I love you. I love everybody. We're all one, right? Totally different perspective, right? So the personality is in between the two. That's the choice, right? Angel on one shoulder, devil on the other. Fred Flintstone knew. Do I gear everything towards Generation X? I just hope the younger generations will look it up and laugh their ass off at some of this stuff. So it is a practice. There's always a higher truth. There's always a higher truth. We think we're all separate from each other. That's called the illusion of separation, and illusion is the opposite of truth, right? And illusion isn't a thing. It's the absence of truth, right? Fear isn't a thing. It's an absence of love. Shadow isn't a thing. It's an absence of light. It's a no thing. So there's something, inspiration. Why wouldn't you want to see it from the highest spiritual truth you can handle, if you can also accept there's always a higher truth? I was told that by I have such a good story about that. Somebody asked me about the Hindu avatar I worked with back in the 90s. Honey, I have had a career. She was lovely, and she smoked cigarettes, which I just loved about her. Oh, it's just a thought cannot harm you. I'll never forget that. All right, last card down. Speaking of inspiration, the Spirit card, the Healing Mantra deck by Matt Kahn. So, you know, you grab a barrel or something, a Cindy, a John, a Jake, whoever, a rock of some kind, if you so are. So what? Inspired, right? Say the spell, call in the healing angels of manifestation, and with the intention to practice compassion, seeing things from a different perspective, a higher, more inspired perspective. Here's the mantra to charge the whole thing. Let's see what hits the table. I love you, my Virgos. Please take a nice deep breath. This is what creative joy looks like, at least in me. Still point. Why not? As I call upon the Ascended Masters of Inspiration, because it is a means of communication from the higher realms to the lower. Although we could be inspired to key somebody's car, that's not, I think, what we're looking at here. Beloved ones, with all love and humor, with all peace and grace, please, what is the perfect healing mantra for the Virgo Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign, to help them manifest the element of fire, inspiration with that resolution, which is so important on planet Earth right now. Right, stress reduction, which just sounds amazeballs, and new possibilities, because our eyes will be cleared, right? We will be rested. The nervous system will not be inflamed and all ego-y. It'll be more on the soul side of chill. With the healing angels of manifestation, where if we're willing to call them in, they're going to help us heal and heal our process of manifestation, maybe heal us for manifestation as we practice compassion, seeing things from a different perspective, and I would would really think, an inspired perspective, something higher than just the human point of view. So what's the perfect healing mantra to help the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs do just that, fulfilling their heart's desires, shifting this world to a more golden timeline? This beautiful, November, December 2022. Please be a good one. Exploring unity consciousness. I'm like, I bet it's exploring unity consciousness. I am one eternal light. Appearing as all. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I felt it. I wasn't going to call it out because, you know, who wants to be wrong in that situation? But I knew it. I knew this was going to be it. See, you know, you get in a high vibe. These readings are cake. Chocolate cake. Sorry, what was that again? Exploring unity consciousness, which takes an inspired state to even want to open right to it. Explore unity consciousness. I'd get goosebumps if I still could. It's been a long career, folks. Let's see what Matt Kahn has to say. Exploring unity consciousness. I am one eternal light appearing as all. I love doing them like that. Like you're using them to win an argument. Oh yeah, I am one eternal light appearing as all. Which means you are too. When unity consciousness is explored, you are able to sense a connection that unites all hearts, no matter how unique each person seems to be. In unity, there is a willingness to accept the differences that make each of us unique, while embracing the greater cosmic web of interconnectivity throughout all time and space. Quantum, wantum, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, I get it empathically, but please don't make me do math. Now, the part of that interests me is the thing about how unique each person seems to be. And unity is their willingness to accept the differences. Well, that could be that resolution. Now imagine that happening on the planet. People just accepting each other's differences, but that we're all one. That would heal a lot, right? Little by little. What a service we could be doing, Virgos and cross-watchers. Cross-watcher, cross-watcher. Where did I leave off? In exploring unity consciousness, you are not a person in search of the light. You are the light dressed up as a person along your soul's journey. That's so Virgo. That's like, I've got the light within me, thank you. I am one eternal light appearing as all, so, you know, fuck around and find out. This mantra is ideal for amplifying presence, grounding your energy, always good for Virgos, and deepening meditation for inspiration. Come on, come on. It's like gigantic Tonka truck puzzle pieces here, just clonking together. So, I always do this, what's called a blessimation, a combination of a blessing and a summation for you. That's technically the end of the read once I do that, but if you want to hang around for the end, I release the collective, the cross watchers, and all of that, by allowing any trapped, hidden, goofy in my cell tissue to come out and release the read. Hang out for it if you like. Please take a nice deep breath. I'm in a really good mood. Hit the thumbs up. Breathe. Feel the joy of the mal. Although that doesn't sound right. This is the dull point. Stop it. As I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, signs and cross watchers, watching this video, receiving this reading, Virgos, such interesting people. May we be blessed with all that we need this beautiful, beautiful November, December 2022, that we can explore unity consciousness, because we are one eternal light appearing as all, and that will certainly help us practice compassion, empathically, not just seeing from a different perspective, but perhaps even feeling from a different perspective, calling upon the healing angels of manifestation. Now, that doesn't mean this couldn't be about money or a relationship or something else, right? It could be about absolutely anything. It's incredibly general. But if we work with that beryl energy, even if we don't have beryl, come down, darling. No, you can use anything for it, but for that resolution, that might be the key word, at least for me. Resolution, but stress reduction as a result of resolution and new possibilities, that seems like ABC 1, 2, 3. Just at a moment. With that beryl energy, so that we can manifest our heart's desire, not through patterning or conditioning or memories or datas and viruses in our own, databases in our chakras, but from inspiration. So, breathe. So glad I'm an eclectic. Isis, goddess of magic, we ask thee to bring your inspiration to we, for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. Oh, so let it be done. So let it be. And so it is. And if you still have the Wii, you play tennis and golf, and I had one, I gave it away. It's not my gig. Did you like the video? I've asked you several times and hit the thumbs up. It's a service. It just helps other people find the video. I'm not monetized anymore, so it's really not important to me on YouTube that much anymore. But I am over on Patreon, patreon.com, 1 year anniversary. Now we got seekers, humans, heroes, angels, witches, immortals, mystics, gods, goddesses. Seeker and mystic are the new ones. I love it so much. Oh my God, Virgo. Just go click the links. I mean, I wrote descriptions for them all. I thought some of them are rather touching. Go see for yourself. And by all means, if you want to come play Patreon on Patreon. I am not kidding. I am serving over there as the Virgo that I am. And if you want to book me for a private reading, it is so easy to do. But you see, there's this link down there in the description box called Booking a Reading with Mel. Explains everything even a Virgo ever wanted to know about booking a reading with Mel, but perhaps it was a bit too reserved to ask. So, my beloved virgins, I love you, my sixth housers. Virgo power 24/7, 365. Wishing you the very, very best and the very, very blessed and all the inspiration you need to pull this off. Thank you for watching, for subscribing, and for supporting my service in the world. I love you. Hang in there. Have at it. Hail, farewell, and blessed, blessed be.